Today, as promised, we're gonna do the low intensity shoulder and chest and maybe a little tricep work. I skipped biceps yesterday on back day, and I might skip triceps today because I hit them so hard I can't remember, I think training day 16, only like 3 or 4 sessions ago, less than a week. They're still feeling pretty fried, so I don't know that I'm gonna touch those today. Mainly focus on delts and chest flies. And remember, this is kind of a taper workout, so I'm starting to sprinkle in some taper workouts over the next 2 weeks before I get up to Great Lakes. I might be pulling out of that show. My hand's still pretty fucked up. I was playing around with Axel today, just finding positioning, and I couldn't really hold or flip or like catch 185-pound Axel, just because whatever I strained through here, it's pretty bad. And that's honestly the most important asset that I have for stones, is being able to press really hard into the stone. The stone show the following week is way more important to me, both in just personal, what it means to me, and in financially. So there's nothing I'm going to let get in the way of that show. And unfortunately, that might mean that I have to pull out. So I've already messaged the promoter, gave him a heads up, a pre-heads up that this might happen, and very likely will happen. And I'm going to see my physical therapist about it, get an extra session with him about the hand and upper tricep specifically, where everything's kind of flaring up. So I'm going to give it 1 more week, really focus on my stretching and really focus on my recovery. Most sessions will be taper slash, medium intensity sessions. And I'll reassess probably exactly 1 week from now and give them a for sure answer. I'm a little disappointed about this, but I will say it feels right. Like I feel relieved coming to terms with this, and I just, there's a big difference between an open class strongman show and an open class Stones of Strength show. The stones are much more skill involved and less about strength. Right now, my strength really isn't up to par with what it should be for an open class show. We saw that in the deadlift, and we've just seen that in my training. I don't know that I'm fully prepared, but my training is, in my opinion, preparing me very well for the stone stuff. I don't know how that's gonna look. I'm gonna have to drive up 14 hours the Wednesday before Great Lakes, compete, and then that next Wednesday or Thursday fly right out to California. And it looks like I'm probably gonna be pulling all-nighters for my layovers. So it's getting to a point where I'm like, fuck, I don't wanna do all this. It doesn't feel right, it doesn't feel good. And that goes against everything that I preach. As much in my head as I wanna be able to do it all, I just don't know that I'm gonna make it happen. So I apologize to anyone that maybe I've let down. But Great Lakes is not looking very good right now. So I'm gonna jump into, I'm gonna cut this off. This will be my diet and training log video. And then I'm gonna jump right into my low intensity shoulder and chest work. Yeah, that's just the name of the game.